Since 1992, we've been having tribal clashes between tribes after every 5 years. But they've never been as bad as the ones we had this time, 2007. Everybody thought it's just the way it had been before, because people used to fight for 2-3 days, and then after the elections they would come back again. Normally what they always want is that when they make people opposed to them move out of the area, they do not influence the election results for that particular period. Because if you are chased out of your home area, then you don't vote. Because here you have to vote from your home area. But when you are out of that area, you end up not voting. We thought probably it is just the usual thing. People would be moved out and then they would come back later on. But unfortunately, these people had planned for bigger war. We witnessed most of our family members and close relatives being raped and sodomized. Here is your mother, sister, or wife, and you cannot do anything. And they are doing it during the day. And when you are running out for your own safety, you are jumping over dead bodies. So you know this is somebody I've been going to school together with, this is somebody we went to college together, and they are screaming, and you cannot assist, help them. People had ran for refuge in a church, and the raiders closed the church from the outside and then set it on fire. And when the other people tried to save the small children inside the church, throwing them outside, the attackers would throw the same children back into the inferno. Unfortunately, even the security forces in the country were taking sides, and most of them happened to be supporting or sympathizers of the opposition. So all this was taking place when the security personnel were there, and they were not taking any action. That is when the Kenya government decided it was feeling ashamed because of the international community asking them all the time, what are people doing in transitional camps? Why are they living in tents? Why aren't they being taken back to their homes or something like that? Why are they not guaranteed for security? We formed a small group and we requested from the 26,000 people, anybody willing to join us to move out of that area could contribute. We requested them to contribute 2,000 Kenya shillings. Those who were willing to contribute, people were a little bit skeptical because they didn't know where we were going or why or how we would move out of that area. So we formed a group, and 235 families agreed to contribute 2,000 Kenya shillings each. The amount of money we had raised could only manage to buy 2.5 acres. The Kenya Red Cross, together with the International Kenya Red Cross, brought us some tents, and each family was given a small tent, and all the 235 families had to put the tents very much close to each other in the 2.5 acres. Habitat for Humanity ended up, they were passing by the highway and they saw very many tents scattered in an open field, and they decided to come in wanting to know what are these people doing. Could they be having some fun or anything like that? But when they came, we gave them our story. They never promised us anything. But after 1 month to 1.5 months, they came back and promised us to build us some small houses. By the grace of God, people have started healing now. They have accepted this place as their permanent home area. Like I always say, probably God had some purpose for us, because the programs we have undergone have given us a purpose in life. It has made us to be more closer to one another. The way we are here, the 295 families, most of us didn't know one another while we were back in Eldoret. It is the problems that erupted in that area that brought us together. But when we ended up coming together, now we are living like brothers. Unfortunate, because 5 years from the last elections, most of the IDP or internally displaced persons have not yet been settled. We are lucky ourselves because we happen to be close to Nairobi, the capital city, and we are next to the highway. But there are other internally displaced persons, IDP camps, scattered all over the country, who are still staying in the tents. We are about to have general elections, presidential and parliamentary elections and civic elections in a period of maybe 2 to 3 months from now. And we are using this one as a litmus test to see how it's going to be. We are a little bit skeptical. We do not know, even probably we might end up being even displaced from where we are right now, because you never know what they could be planning for that.